Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 5th of February 2005. We're just coming out of winter. We had a about average winter, to be honest, although we did take a lot of deaths, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But first things first, as usual, a big thank you for all comments and feedback. You guys give me a really vast amount to think about. Now, I did get a suggestion related to possibly trying to sort out this construction office a little bit more, and what I actually did realize when I was checking this across due to that comment is that I actually left out a rail construction office here. So what I've done is I've added this in as well, so that eventually what we'll have is this central position here that should push our rail tracks out even faster. But the main concern at the moment is the fact my population seems to have could be stagnated, and it's actually falling slightly. And if I show you here, if we go back, you can see at the moment, if I push right back to December, you will see that at the moment I'm getting lots of escapees and quite a lot of deaths, which means my population is actually falling. So I'm a little bit worried about whether I've got a potential problem somewhere in my economy. I mean, we've got quite a fair amount of people unemployed. I mean, we got children. The only thing I can think of is that possibly we are losing population from here, but I think as far as I'm aware, if we look at the overlays and the ones that count, happiness is quite low here at the moment. We've got 100% food. Health's good. Loyalty is a little bit low, but that's understandable because we've got no monuments in here at the moment. We've got no alcohol. I mean, generally across the board, but this area should be okay. I mean, there's a little bit of electronics. So what we're going to do is put in a monument, maybe to try and push things up a little bit. The other alternative is that we push the schools up, because the education here might not be as good as it should be. Yeah, I mean, there's 50%. I mean, what is the loyalty? 66%. Maybe we can push this to 55, and we'll try and get, because I think part of the problem I've had here is the fact that I didn't really push up the capabilities as well as I should do. The other thing I've also done here, we certainly don't want workers in here just at the moment. What I've done here is I've built a helicopter station, because the idea is going to be is that if I come down to here, and rather than using buses to bring the workforce into here, what I'm going to do is we're going to use helicopter platforms to bring the workers into these two areas, and we're going to bring them in from this town here. The only reason we're going to use buses is to bring the workers down to this area here. So that's the idea. Now, to give you an update crop wise, we actually got nearly 3,000 tons of crops from into here, which means we've probably got a lot more crops than I am actually going to need. So this farm might not be maximum efficiency for the first couple of years. In fact, if I show you here, we've got quite a lot of I mean, this farm is kind of getting closer and closer to being pretty good. So what I would need to do now is just try and find out what's actually causing problems here. So we're going to go round and try and find, I mean, you've got 99 food, health, got 76 loyalty, got 90% food. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Foodville. Let me just get over here. I think this is a situation where the new overlays would be really useful. You've got 100% food, health, happiness is 84%. I mean, it could be something to do with possibly the cold, actually. Unable to get pub and tavern. I mean, I'm not seeing any problems here. So you look good. Unable to place spiritually, pub, electronics, kindergartens, workers without jobs. Happiness isn't brilliant here, but again, I got 100% food. So again, this area is solid. So I'm just a little bit confused over why. I mean, unless it's one of my major towns has developed a problem. We got food. Loyalty is good. Clothes is good. Happiness is 84%, so it can't be Stilton. Let's just check Colville. 100% food. I mean, health isn't as good as it should be. So maybe it's just people dying from sickness. 95%, 93% culture. The crime rate is really low. Have another look. Got lots of unemployment though. Wonder if that. See, we're still getting a lot more deaths because my lifespan is low. Unless, of course, we're experiencing a death wave. So maybe that's the problem. I mean, you're good. Actually, let's just have a look at the heating, actually. Hot water tanks. I mean, 24 degrees is good. 24 degrees. Say maybe it is heating. Because it is winter. 24 degrees. 24 degrees, 24 degrees. Let's check the other stats while we're here. 99 food. Happiness is good. Loyalty is not quite so good. Maybe we'll push you to 65. Crime is reasonable. We've got plenty of food in here. We've got here. Maybe we put the secret police up to 55. Technical university is at 60. School is at 65. We've got another school up here. Push you to 60. The only place I can think to look now is over here. Do we have any problems over here? 100%. 54%. $24. I'm a little bit confused because the only possibility I can think of is that we just need things to settle down and possibly get fixed. What I'm going to try and do is we're going to try and get through February, get out the cold and see if that will improve the situation. Anything else? I'm just going to check my helicopter crews just to see. At the moment these guys are working on this area here and this. So this area is get you building that and get a bit more accommodation in here. I don't know if these blocks are still filling up. If we can get this in and running as well. It suddenly occurred to me we don't have a bus station here because we've got the sawmill and the wood cutting post here. So what we're going to need here is a bus station so that we can get workers to both the locations. So if we put the bus station in about, say, there, and what we've actually got a little bit of a road connection here, so we could just view up from there. Might get the helicopter crews working on that and that as well. And while we're at it, we're just going to... We're back over 57,000, so I'm starting to wonder whether it definitely was something to do with the winter conditions and things. It's a train waiting too long. It's probably my over here, because we're kind of working at maximum capacity now. And we're just going to take a look at the trains here. Right, so these guys are going quite well. They're laying the track. Get over to this one. Right, these guys are down to one line now. Where are you? Right, these are laying the track out here. That means that, let me just get over to here. We laid track out here. We've got this line laid, this line laid. I think for purposes of this video, was that not this? Why isn't that? Oh, do I have a problem with? Well, what I can do is, for the moment, I don't want to get too bogged down into this. We've got track laid here. So if I lay in a whole series that needs to be electrified, like that. Oops, sorry about this. And just get back to here, all the way back over to here. I mean, we do need to electrify the track, so we might as well get going and get it done. So get that electrified, and then the other thing we're going to need to do is start electrifying that bit as well, because I think I've electrified all the way out to here. Game run, slow it down actually. Probably going to be increasingly playing it slower, just so that we can ensure that we can keep track of what's actually going on. What I've done is I've put all this through to be electrified there, so we're getting very close to being able to get this up and running. Well, that's the theory anyway. What are you building here? Oh, this is the new highway. So this highway's coming in very quickly. A little bit worried about the fact we've only got one road there. We've got our crew here. Now, what I am thinking here is that we need at least another construction office here. And my instinct is to put it in here. So I'm going to put a construction office in. A nice big one would be good. This is a 32 slot. Yep. So the idea is along here we're going to have construction central. Game work. Yep. That won't work. Okay. We'll just come and pick up the construction offices from here. Get the road crew working on this. And of course we're going to need to we've got all the road connections here coming up off of here, so we need to start trying to build all this. Problem is, again, the available construction offices are a long way away, but hopefully I don't think these guys have got anything to do, so get these working on these roads here, like this. Give them the whole raft of work to do. And there's a little bit of footpath there. And then they can start building in the road infrastructure into here. And we've also got this road here. Oh, thank you, game. I'm kind of starting to think about, could I get another farm in here that will feed up to this one and then feed through into here. I think at the moment, because these buildings are being just chucked together, so what we should be getting is more and more people moving into this area. I think we're going to increase the number of workers in there here now. So we got this area being built up, this area being built up. And of course we got Nuclear City here that needs to be built. Just want to check how well is this guy. He's out to here. I just want to check where the train is that's working on this area. So let me just get across to here. Right, where are you? You're building to the border, which is exactly what I want, because I'd like to get some resources done here. Right, this guy's way too far out now. We'll just let him get. We'll just cancel this line. Cancel that job. I think what I would like now is for to be working on that bit there. We can connect up the distribution office here, because all we need is this crossover, and then electrify this line out. I don't think it has been electrified just yet. Been electrified to here. I want to make sure that I've electrified everything through here, because at the moment I can't really use all this until I've got this distribution office sorted, so that we can bring the trains into here to get things actually done. So that's good. Right, let's just get back over. Next thing I want to do is check my vehicle production. We got a few trucks here that needs supplying, and wow, these guys have been very busy, very busy. I think we got some buses here as well. Let me just see this. I've got a construction office here, or depot here. I think the 4 of these are good enough. We probably like to put in, get one of you and put you into there. We've got a few more trucks to come out that way. Now, this is the reason I built these fuel tank trucks, and I can't remember what I was doing. I think I know what I was doing. I'd like to get a couple of dumpers into here. So just pick up some dumpers, because I think it's time for this road area here to get picked up. We'll get some dumpers into here, and then what we can do is actually get this operating as a road crew. Let me just, but this isn't actually got hooked to a supply line at the moment, but that's okay. We'll sort that out later on. And what I'd like to do is I think if I can put some fuel trucks into here, because what I'd like to do is pour some fuel out to here using a different supply line than what I've been using. So if I can get, say, 4 of these in here. Oops. You can come there. How are we doing? Right, we now got this silo here. We can built and this is built, so we need to change this so that you're gonna be putting the, because what we need to do now is start getting our main food production online. And you're gonna offload there, and we're gonna let you get 100%. And what I do want to do is take you off of this one, and then once we used up all these crops with this factory here, what we'll do is we'll shut this down so that we can then start putting more food into this. Yeah, so at the moment we've got 6 workers in there and 10 workers in there, which is more than enough for what we need to do. So we need to haul the fuel supply out to here. Yeah, because let me just check, because we put in a fuel supply here alongside the bitumen, didn't we? Just make sure. It can always get a little bit sketchy. Yeah. Has this got a fuel connection? Yeah, we built that there. So we got this area working together. Now, the population is building back up again, and we have got some over 21s, but what I want at the moment is for those over 21s to flow back into, we've actually got, oh, we're still producing biofuel, aren't we? Okay, let's see how it's going. I think I'm gonna shut this thing down again. I'll just shut you down. I want to make sure that we're getting maximum food production into here. Road crew. I'm determined to get this finished as well. So trying to fill that little bit in there. How about roads over here? I think generally the roads over here are finished. I don't think there's any more gaps. I mean, there's obviously gravel roads and bits and pieces which still aren't being used, but that's okay. Now our steel mill is now effectively finished, so the same as the mechanical components here. I just want to check the pollution now and see. Pollution's still fairly bad. My instinct now is to take this out because we don't need this now, so we're going to demolish this and this. Our original industry is being set up to be redeveloped now, and I think we've emptied this, so oops, just gonna set this up, remove the roads for the moment. And we'll just remove the footpath. And hopefully what I want to do is just, because this is now non-functional, I just want to see how much the pollution actually drops. Another thing I'm thinking of is shutting down the clothing industry here. Once we've got that other distribution office finished, what I'm moving towards actually is possibly making this into a tourist area. You know, it's part of our historic town, especially if I can get rid of this production here. Let's see what the pollution is coming out of this area. Let's just see. We got some light pollution there. Hopefully this will reduce the overall effect. While we're on pollution, I just want to talk a little bit about the next update, which is going to be water. And when the foul water is dumped into rivers, it's going to produce pollution. I'm going to be very interested to see whether the pollution will just collect in one area or whether they're going to add a flow to the rivers so that the pollution could move down river. Because that could have consequences, because like if any of you guys have played City Skylines, if the pollution moves, say for example you've got a town further downriver, that could have an overall effect on the way things are actually going. Let me just get over to here. So our population is up to 57,292. I just want to check my templates and see what my factory is doing. Actually, what I wouldn't mind doing is move a couple of the buses here, because we're going to need those for bus routes. We could use this as an overflow actually. And template wise, what have we got? What I've got is a bus, a combine, a dumper, an overhaul, open hull. Sorry, not an open haul. Curiosity, how much would it cost me to get a template for a paver? 2 million. Should it cost me to buy a paver? Those are lovely workers coming in here. Look at that. So if I want to buy a paver, how much would it cost me? 188,000, 83,000. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not convinced manufacturing pavers is cost effective. And I think that also goes with rollers. I mean, are you guys producing any open holes? Let me just see. Or is it just... Yeah, we've got some open holes here. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a couple of open holes to here. Oops. Send 3 open holes to here and let them go there. Because the next question also is something I've never done in this game, and that is tower cranes. So these are 700,000. What would be the template for a tower crane? 4 million. Right, I think it would pay to, if we get an A2 crane template, and what we can do now is we'll queue up about 4 tower cranes. And I think that would be quite effective. So we'll come here. We're up to 57,377 population. Right, we'll just wait for the open holes to actually, while that's running, let me just flip over to here. I think it's over here, isn't it? I want this to be set to that. I think at the moment we'll use this as a road crew, and our it's a close thing, isn't it? I think what we'll do is we'll set this is here, so I think what we'll do is we'll put you for gravel. You can pick up from here at the moment, and the asphalt you can pick up from here. Where is it? The asphalt. So you've got I've lost where I'm working. You only deliver by truck, and what we're going to do is put you on that. It's going to put you on roads, footpaths and factory connections. And what you should do now is connect, and we'll put the range at 2,000 meters. And then we'll just get all the way back over to here. I open holes back. Yes, they are. So what we're going to purchase here, we're going to purchase bulldozer and paver. And hopefully we will get you loaded onto one. Whoops, onto there. We got 2 of you on there, and what we're gonna come here. We're gonna get a. I mean, these rollers are really good, but I don't think we can get one of these onto the back of one of these trucks. I don't think. Well, we'll give it a go. Yes, we can. But I don't think they can carry anything else. So we'll try it. I get another paver. Oh, it won't go on there. So we'll put you onto. Oops. Wait. Pop it. And we'll get another bulldozer. And oops, nope. Right. What we'll do is move all these guys up to here. If I can find the. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Where am I? What sends these guys up to here. So what that should do is get this up and running with the pavers. Just get back up to here. Let's take a look at the population. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it must have been the winter, though we're still getting a lot of escapees, but I've got a feeling that could be down to crime. So we got these guys here. Right, we've got this. Actually, one thing we do need, that's something I do need from here, is because we're going to build a lot of these. So if we get to a template, snow plows, what is the best one? Speed. Yeah, 39. I'm sure we used to have better ones than this. 30. So this is the best snow plow, is it? I'm sure we used to have better snow plows than that. Okay. This one plows 95, plowing speed 39. And this, yeah, okay, we're gonna buy that template. And then we're gonna come in here. Snow plow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put a whole get it the factory knocking out the snow plows. That's working. Now there's something else I wanted to check. Thank you, game. Something. Oh wow, we got a prison. Employees. Can anyone get to this? we've got no one can actually get to the prison and get a footpath in here somehow. There's no connection here, and I can't get. How much unemployment have I got in this area? Let's have a look. I don't think we actually need the prison just at the moment, but I think it'd be nice to get it online. Population, no, I don't want that. I want unemployment. Well, we don't have a lot of unemployment here at the moment, but we could. What we could do is we've got a shop here, haven't we? I'm kind of thinking that if we bring a road round here, we could get a couple of extra buildings here. Now, we only need 210 people. Say for argument's sake, I push the road out like nothing else in this direction, is there? So, bring you out like that. Maybe just out a little bit like that. You can come round like that to create a kind of country road effect. Now the big question is going to be power. We need a workforce of 210 with a little bit extra for the here. We could, yeah, I think that works. So if I can get some residential here. I'd rather go for, wow, 500 because this 231. I want something that's a bit smaller that might fit with the kind of general environment. I want something that's a little bit, I don't want something that big. 368 we got here. No, don't think that fits with the town itself. We got here. Have a look in. Put in that's be close enough to the heating, won't it? There's no heating over here, so I have to. So say for argument's sake, I put. We're going to need one. We've got heating over here, but that might be too far away. Then again, do we have to have people right on top? We could always use a bus service out to here, to the prison instead. Let me just. Got some old favourites down here, which I haven't played with for a little while. So like these. Let's kind of create a little bit of a residential area here. This is 165. So say for argument's sake, I put in a couple like there. That gives us about 230. And we can create a kind of a suburb around this area here, a bit like that. And then we can take a path out there, run around like that, run past like that, and then possibly something like that, step that, and then yeah, if we build out something like that, we can do. But I think maybe it's time I need to check the heating as well in this area. So you can work on that, and that, so we can get this bit here. Now this is 73%, 90. So at the moment this isn't maxed out, but they're both at 97, getting close to 97%. So we may need to think of a possibly another heating plant here. Let's just have a look at, this is 102. This is 240. This is overloaded. You can't put anything else on this heating plant. I wonder if that's part of the problem. Let's have a look at options for heating. We've got small geothermal heating plant. How much pollution do you produce? 1.2 tons here. You produce 800 cubic meters and you produce 2.4 tons of... I'm just wondering, say for example we want to put a geothermal plant on it there. There's nothing really here, so say for argument's sake I put in a geothermal plant here, right on this corner, say about here. That. Yeah, why not? I don't really normally use. I think this could be fun. So just come there. You can come down to there. Except you're in range. It should be in range of power because this is an active power station. You will then apply the heating to there. And what was it again? This produces 800 cubic meters. So we've got this area here. What I could do then is put a small normal heat exchanger just in about here. We could probably put it just in about here, tucked in this corner. Because I mean, who wants to live next to the elevated railway anyway? And then we can accept that there, and then put a large underground heating pipe. That wasn't very good, was it? Okay, we've got another ground pipe in then. It's not like it's going to be unsightly, is it? So and then you can drop down again. Okay, we're gonna have to come back the other way here. Over. That's connected, we accept that. And then we can just run workers out from there. So if we get our you got working on that. I don't think we need the helicopter crew here. So what if we get this built by winter? What that will mean is we'll get some more additional heating into this area, which will take the pressure off of this heat exchanger. How about the other one over here? Yeah, see, that's got a base load of 87%. Because this one's picking up most of the strain. So we take the pressure off that one. This one is reasonable, and that will leave us a little bit of extra capacity should we need to get more heating into this area. Time to check my construction office, rail construction offices again. Okay, this guy is doing quite well. And we need to get this all connected in as well. It's been over. Guys nearly finished this bit of track. So we'll get this built in. I think what I probably do need to do is go around and check all my heating coverage. What's in? I'm talking about it. Yes, 76%. That's a pumping station, isn't it? Heating overlay. Well, we're up to 57,700. My steel mill here has very little to do. I really need to sort out some kind of export market, but at the same time, we're not exactly losing money. Why am I? Oh, I just bought a pile of vehicles, wasn't it? I've forgotten. What was I doing? Oh, rail connection. Sorry, guys. So many things to think about that. Right, this guy is laying the electrifying the track out this way. Yeah. Well, he's going in the right direction. I think what I need out here is a distribution office, don't I, as well? Just occurred to me, because if we can get the roads into this area, we can start bringing stuff out here before all the track's laid. But that could be a little bit of a close run thing. But I think a distribution office would be useful anyway. This guy, right, he's kind of, get him laying the track out here to here, and then we'll just keep laying best to track the best we can. We can get all this built in. I think I'd like this guy working on this distribution office now. Anything else that needs to be built in this area? He doesn't have any other jobs. We could try and push him out this way to this area here, but I think that guy needs a bit of an assist. We've got this road. Wow. We've actually finished this bit of road. Right, we're given that bit of road there so that we can finish this bridge out to here. Because of course we need to start, we're possibly going to need to start thinking about our aircraft production area here. How's the crop production going here? I think what we're going to do is just keep increasing this up, and I think time's come to empty this. So where's that distribution office gone? There it is. What we're going to do is tell them to pick up crops from here as well, and I think we're going to shut you down. I'm not going to demolish it because I want this as a how can you say, an emergency backup. But what we will do is draw the crops from there and there. I want to just check very quickly. See what... And you're bringing the crops up to here to keep this going. We've got a nice big pile of food which we want to distribute. This area is now coming together. Just going to cheat very, very quickly. I just don't want to mess about with that little bit of road there. I know it's cheating, but sometimes there's got to be limits to what you're actually planning on doing. Right, we've now got some wood cutting huts here. Right, okay, we've got our fuel trucks here ready to go. So what we're going to... Again, this is going to be a very long haul, but at the moment we Actually, what would be the nearest? Let me just come out here. So we've got a work. Let's just pause the game while I think this out. Our fuel distribution office is there. They can come to here or they can come to here. I think my instinct is for them to come here, because they'd come down through this road and in this road, and it means that because to get to here they'd have to come down through here, and around there. So you guys go back to slow speed. Actually, we'll play fast because I'm rapidly running out of time here anyway. Your pickup point is going to be here. Fuel. Make sure we got fuel in here. Yep. And then you're going to distribute fuel to the farm. And you're going to put the fuel. Got a gas station here. There. We got a gas station there. We need fuel into there. We're going to need... Okay, that's not ready to go yet. I don't think we actually need fuel into there at the moment, but we would need fuel into there. So you're going to pick up fuel from there, and your job is going to be to keep all this full up, so that will all start to work together. Let's check my helicopter crews. This is the heat exchanger that's working. Right. Hopefully by now my what we call it down here will be producing snow plows. No, they're still producing tower cranes. Right. Obviously tower cranes take a little bit longer to build than this, so we'll put you onto there. You can see the ones with the yellow triangles means that they've got the tower cranes on. Again, we're going to send the... Find it. This map is just getting so big. Routinely getting lost on it now. What we'll do is... Thank you, game. If we can do this. Okay. This is probably a little bit over full now. Oh no, it's not really. So, let's push you up that way. Right, this building doesn't have fuel. That was one of the problems I thought I might have, which is one of the reasons why what we're going to do is get you to deliver fuel to there as well. I don't know, actually we got fuel trucks here, haven't we? I think what we might do is add this to here actually. You guys can deliver fuel out to here 100%, and we don't need these guys to do that delivery. I can find you and take you off of the last one there like that. And we're back to over here. Load you onto that, and we're now starting to produce the, what we call it's the thing. I think we're sending a couple of you here, so and you there. We'll hook up you. Actually, I've just had a little bit of a thought. We come over to here. You can come here. And this will fill this up. There we are. We got. I know these are technically in the wrong place, but I think we're okay at the moment. Just occurred to me that what I would like out here in this little industrial area here is not a road tunnel. We're going to put what we're going to do is just tuck in, if we can get it in here. Going to tuck in a road depot here, because I think it's time that I get a kind of road distribution network up. These guys, what these guys do, they've got a vast amount of stuff to pick up yet. How's this road crew going? You're good. Still labouring on this bridge. Have a look at what. Yeah, it's mechanism. I think what we might do is we got lots and lots of spare vehicles. Just wonder if it is a mechanism issue. So if I come all the way over to here and put you on there, we might be able to get a little bit sneaky and send out a truck from there. Just one. Right. We're going to add you here as a fuel delivery. No crime, one crime reported. Wow. And I think very quickly we're going to buy something with tree cutting capability. What's the best we got? Total capacity. Yeah, pretty slow. See what we got here. I think we'll get 3 of these in here. And then it's going to take a little while to. How many workers? We need 30 workers in there. All right, we're going to get all the way back to here. How many workers can you carry? 85. It's a little bit over the top, but yeah, it's a bit too much, to be honest, because I don't want this going full bore. So we're just come in here. We'll buy. I mean, I can use these buses elsewhere. I don't want to. 83 passengers. Capacity. Want something that's a little bit smaller. This is my favourite one, so we'll get one of these. I only want one bus running down to this board production area, simply because this is just something that's going to be running kind of in slow time. So can pick up from. Yep, and kind of think I'll pick you up from there. And it's a slightly longer journey, but and you can unload there and then launch you. The reason I've put the bus off of here is that this bus station here, I want really to keep all the workers going in here all the time. That's the idea. So we'll get all the workers coming into here. I'm getting a few crops here. What percentage are you working to? Let me just check this. We might need to get some more covered holes into here. Although, to be honest, as long as they're constantly pushing stuff out. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we're going to carry on working, trying to catch up with all this overloaded workload that we've got at the moment. Because I don't really feel that I can push out any more build cities until I've got at least a bit more progress made in other areas. And what we'll probably do is just keep expanding here and on Silver and Stilton a little bit longer. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.